Oh, good morning. A little late start here. Yeah. All right. A little bit of a late start, about to come into our 10th minute. Nothing much I could do anyways. Discord noises. Oh man, I can't believe I'm this late. Late start, late start. Hold on. That a little bit of a trap already? Boy. Alright, let's get this going. Alright. That took a while for hashtag to load. Oh man, that is a little bit of a trap already, isn't it? Alright. Let's see here. Pre-market's here. At 25. Oh no, it's pre-market here. Oh, that was after. Alright, here's our range. Don't know why this is dashed. Alright, mark range here. Top of the range, a little bit of a trap, but to the upside, but I don't like taking traps in the middle of the range. Then 30, boom, boom, pivot low. Yeah, pretty much here already, so nothing too crazy. 15 minute. Yeah, got up to 300. Nice move last night. Kind of stayed in the range. Traded a little bit of this price action. Where was it? Traded a little bit of this last night on my Rhythmic. Just this range right here. In theory, developing new strategy, so that's going to be dope. Really excited about that. If I had to mark some sellers, buyers, we got some right here. So they're strong right here. So as you can see, we kind of tap back into them here. On the buy side, we have some here. I'd say right about here. Or let's stick to, we have another. Let's go down to the little bit of increasing, but these are pretty engulfed. These are a little bit better. Throw a tiny one right here. Yeah, tiny one right there. All right, 2 minute, 5 minute, 5 minute. Let's go to 15 minute. Yeah. So you may have big buyers here. Good level. See exactly though. Yeah, about right here. This one too a little bit. Might just put a line here. This area. Put a tiny square. Alright. Tapping back into this range here. I'm going to get rid of the trade on the trade on my Rhythmic on the Dom. Alright, let's see here. So this is a 2 minute right here, I remember that. Get this back on the 5 minute here. Alright, here we go. So if I was going to play the range possibly on the 2-minute, I'd buy at 50s. I just don't think we've actually made our range all the way through yet. I think it's more likely we start touching into the 30s at least. Yeah, there's some bids at the 40s, some at the 32s. I might try and be a buyer at 30 on the top step just with one micro. Do I want to tap 30? I may go one tick above 30 here. We'll join one in at 30, we'll see. One in at 30, I might go a little bit above 32. So I have one at 130, one at 131. Expecting a tap and a little bit of a retracement. I'll play it for maybe 13 points, get back up to this 43 area. Selling is coming in pretty heavy. I don't know if we'll actually come back up to 45, but if we dive bomb into this range and just clear it, then that would be something else. But let's see what happens. Buyer is still here. This must be a 2-minute because the 5-minute saying the buyer's a little bit more up, but all right, pivot high here. Bounce right off pre-market highs, right off the seller actually. Boom. Good morning again. A little late on the stream, man. That was something, all right. Again, finding a little bit of support of these 50s. We'll see. We're back up again. I'll sell some, maybe ahead of 300 a little bit. Maybe, let's see here. Might sell some at 90. Let's see. Not much in this morning though. First few bars here. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, it might be try and get one at 90. I'll sell one at 90. Let's see here. Where I want it, 90, 20. high. Let's see here. Yeah, there's a bunch at 90. We'll see. Increase volume, clean selling. I think 90s are level. I think in the morning, sellers stepped up into this range here. Yeah, I'm gonna play the 90s. Play between the 90s and 51. We should have data coming out today. Yeah, we got today. FOMC. Yeah, we should get a little funk today up and going to the FOMC. So that'll be how that goes. Till then, tempting to buy another one at the 50s. So I would be surprised. Let's see here. Might throw one in there. Yeah, there's a decent amount of buyers at the 50 level. I might throw one. Yeah, I got one at the 50s now. I have one at the 50s and I have a couple at the 30s. Decent bidder there at the 50s as well. So might front run that 50s a touch, get up to 50-50 or something. Good morning, by the way. Thanks for joining the stream. Appreciate you. Trading price action. Also, I have a new strat that I'm working with right now. I'm forward testing. Yeah. 50s. I gotta sell it here. Order at 90s. Not necessarily. Hey, Samu Dewey. Good morning, Samu. Morning. Good to see you guys. I'm good. Trading a new strat. I started trading it last night. Remember I said I was going to develop a strat based on these zones? I don't reflect these zones necessarily, but I started trading it last night. And as I was explaining it to somebody, I ended up just making some basic rules for it, and I actually like the basic rules. So I was like, you know what? Let me just hop on a little bit and trade it. I don't have enough data to really be, I don't want to say serious. It is serious. But there is a, here, I'm going to try and get one of 50-50. If we crack through 50-50, come down, I still have a couple bids at the 30s, and I think we should at least come back up to 45. So, we'll see. Got one at 50s. 50-50. Should have two at 50-50. I'll add one more, actually. There we go. Let's see if I get Phil here. Meanwhile, in the house blend, nothing really much. Got basic trend here, and the top trend's not even really there yet. Close to getting the fill there, 52.50. That would have been a quick little 10. I would have probably held it until 72, 71, 75. That's where I would look to get out of that. We come down again for a third time. I don't know. We put a lot of pressure down on that crack. Crack below. Then we have 30s to deal with. There's a buyer here, so let's see what happens. All right, I think I got the fill. Yep, got the fill on those. Get ready to see if we get a little support here. Maybe just for a few points there. I'm going to take one off there. One off on that little pullback and see if we could actually rotate back up to the 90s. I have some limit orders up at the 90s too. should say as well. Let's see. Flipping green a little bit. So it took two, got a quick little one there. Let's see if this thing can't rotate out. I go up to the 90s. I have a couple orders at. I want to be a participant at 90. To be honest with you, 89. Let's see here on the DOM. Let's go 89.50. I'll take two over there. A couple of my orders up there. Going to this here. Create another scene here. Let me see here. Get my there we go. Oh, you know what? If I share that though, it's gonna. I gotta share a screen here. Let's see. Alright, kind of flipping back over again. I'm gonna try and buy another one at the 51s again. Where are we at? We almost there? If we come down there, I'm gonna buy another one of the 51s. Alright. Where is trying to capture my screen? I'm afraid that if I capture, we'll find out. We'll find out. I'll do it in a little bit. I don't want to screw up these trades yet. Not yet. So finding support there, I want to see it come test back these 90s. I would like to, but there's a lot of strong sellers up into the 70s right now. So it maybe 75 should have been the take. We're gonna find out. There's a little downside pressure here. This could be the crack here, actually. Testing back. Yeah, I'm gonna take one there just because of the downward pressure. I'm gonna go flat on that position. I have some buy orders at 30s, the 30s. So if we do crack this morning, I want to see this test at 30s. Maybe get into this a touch. Averaging maybe the 23s. I'll go another one at where are we at here? About halfway through 2019. Put an order there at 2019 as well. Let's see. Yeah, this one, because of the downward pressure here, I want to see it kind of come up and range if I'm playing full range. As we get downward pressure, it's possible I should have taken one at the flat of this candles here for the 20 points, but all good. I need to be able to show you guys though. It's kind of painful not showing you guys. See here, we're probably okay for right now. Let me see if this actually shuts down my whole. Let's see if this shuts down my top step. We'll find out right now. Or my quant. Oh, it didn't shut it down. All right, good. So these are my limit orders. So I have some buys down here, and this is where those purple zones were. We're tapping into one of them right now, the 50s, and I have some sell orders here up at the 90s. Love to be a participant up at the 90s. I could try and front run it a touch. But 89.50 I think is a great price, and then also at 99.50 I'll put some limit orders up there too. So I may have got a little hasty getting out of that short, but we'll find out. As it was starting to curl down, and this didn't really, I didn't want that. I didn't want to be a holder of one already in the profits. All right, so let's see here, 99.50. Let's sell a couple up there. There we go. All right, so now how I'm playing this is I'm playing between these two players. I take one off at, so now that you guys can see my orders, I'm gonna go back to, oh wait, can you guys not see my order? Well, that's interesting. It won't share the, oh, it is sharing the scene. Okay, so let's see here. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see here. Okay. So how I plan to play this next part of the strat. By the way, the house blend has no trades yet. We have our pivot high here, and we've kind of just rolled. It is 7 a.m. though now, so I'm allowed to take different kinds of breaks here. But until then, nothing too much. Almost a trap here. Want to see it come up to here. I have a couple sell orders up here. But yeah, nothing too crazy yet. So 90s. I'm trading two different strategies right now. Two different prop firms. This is good morning, Pre. How are you? Okay, let's see if we can get a rotation up to these 90s here. 89.50, 99.50. Selling into both of those. Should see a little bit of a drawdown, but if we were to draw down, for example, if we were to come up to these 90s here, I want to see, basically I'm playing between these two players in the market currently, and I'm going to take one off at 50%. Close to 50%. Depends on where the if real like institutional buying comes in, or we have some like actual big orders, I may change that a little bit, but it just depends on how the buying comes in. So it's gonna be tricky to trade both strategies, but I'm gonna try my best. What's up, Pre? How's your morning, dude? Let's see what time limit is this. So 2 minute. 2 minute looks like it's actually got a little bit of actual some heat on the buying starting to form up here. The drawdown on the buy side's a little tighter. Let me throw another one up here. Look at that. All right. One has been well about 150 points, about $150. 2 combines. Then the other 3 that were monthly resets are up 300-400 in the week so far. Very nice spree. Well done, sir. 2 minute here. So this to me, with increased volume here, is buyers taking it up to the next level here. So I'm going to play between these two players now. So hopefully we get this toe tap at 87.75. I want to see it retrace halfway between these marks. Let's see here, which is 76.25. I'm just going to put a little peg here. This is where I'm going to take one. All right, as in terms of the house blend, 1 break, 2 break. I was supposed to be in that. No, that's 2 minute. Okay. Get out of that. Okay. There we go. Got filled for 2. Too short here. And I need to put one sell order at 76.75. And I also have some sell orders above that at 300. 76.25. Order. All right. That bid's in there. See if I get the fill. Almost got the fill there. Almost got the fill. The real player down here is at the 63. So I got the fill on 1. So 63.25 is the next one that I want. And I'm going to buy a few down there. Buy 3 if we do get down there. If we come back up to 89, I might just let it hit my 299 up there because the volume's starting to get a little heavy here to the buy side. So they take one there though. All right, would like to see it come tap the 62 level. And if it does tap the 62 level, I'm going to be in for more. Be buying some, be a buyer down here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close that one right there. Wanted to see it come flash down. Just because I want to make sure that, so I got bids here right now. I got too many bids. I got 3 bids down there. Okay, I got 2 bids here, and I gotta sell. I'm gonna sell one more at the 90s. I'm gonna sell one more in the 90s, but I also just one. I'm gonna sell her one more at the 90 level. Yeah, one more at the 90s, but I also have some sell orders above here at 99.25. Let's see here. 99.50. I'll move those down to 99.25. And wouldn't you know it, the Dom is telling me that there's, you know, a big order at 300, which is obvious because it's a what do you call it? So I got one more there. I'll take another profit here if it comes down to 76.25. This was probably a lot of sell side absorption. See how big and strong that candle is and how it's green. So let's see here. We got 3 minutes left on this 5-minute candle. We'll be going long if this one closes strong to the upside. So, all right. So I'm in for another few. We're at that 300 level, and we're starting to kind of slip away from it a little bit. So let's see. Sellers all up in here. Really, I'm not too worried until we get up into the 230s. So I'm going to kind of crack this person out because we're so strong above there. I'm going to say that we have a player here, and I want to play between, let's see, this is the 2 minutes, so there could be some buying here. I might sell some 83, maybe? Let's see here. I'm in for 3 right now. I'll sell, buy to sell here. Okay, so this looks super strong here because of that big block here. Very clean, little to no retracement. How much do we have left here? 1 minute 38. All right, so I'm gonna close one here for small profit. I want to see it kind of come back down to 83. Put a bit into 83. There's one. Okay, sold another. And then I don't know. It's almost engulfing the whole thing. It doesn't look as strong. I want to see it maybe come back down to 62, 63, and then I'll be a buyer at 63 again. Good morning, Shark. How are you? Oh, that guy. No, dude, that guy on the Discord. He's just a troll. All right, see if we can get down to 63 here. Now if buyers are serious here, this may be an area, but I really do think 63 is the area. So I'm gonna put some bids down there at 63. Into one more contract. It says there's a buyer at 70, an actual buyer, right? But I think 63 is the number. So let's see here. I'm in for two already at 63. Okay, 63.25. I'll go a little bit ahead of that. I'll go 64. And yeah, let me see here. I'm gonna take this last one off here. Okay, so flat on that position, not too bad. So far the strategy is working decent. Which I like, of course, because we want it to work decent. So let's see here. Since 6:30 p.m. So since 6:30. By the way, gonna take another sell here. Oh, by the way, are we in? Let me check something. See the big topping wick here? We don't take this one. It is increased volume though. If this one goes green and it's strong, I'm gonna add all of these to the upside and take the long here. So I don't have any more sell orders up there. I should have one, but I don't. At the 300 level. All right. Sorry, trading this at range is like there's no kickback. There's no kickback mode at all. I'm going full-fledged here. All right, so would like to see a strong close here. Increased volume. There might be a little bit of support here in the 62. Okay, so I am in the 62 anyways on the 2 minute. Perfect. That's exactly where it is. Okay. So let us continue here. Shark, how's your morning going, man? I don't know if he's still here. You are still here. Thanks for stopping by. See that 300 level again? That 299. Wanted to be a seller that again. It was starting to toe tap into it a little bit. I don't know if I want to 3 times it though. It didn't retrace as far as I would have liked it to, but let's see here. There's a huge seller here though. For us to get up into this area, it's got to be clean. How much time in this 5 minute? 3 minutes left in this 5 minute candle. All right. We're swimming in this area. I may want to be a seller at the. I may sell one at 318. I'll get up there at 318. Great, man. That's good to hear, dude. What we want to hear. All right, so there's sellers at 310. I might join them. I might join sellers at 310 for one. But really, I probably want to be a 318 is more like what I'm thinking. Even though they're saying there's one at 320. I'm gonna pop it at 318, and then my last 2 sells are gonna be up here at 328. I'm gonna sell a couple at 328. They're going the money. Okay, we'll go 320. Go 327. All right, so I got a couple sell orders at 327. All right, as for the 5 minute goes, 221. So this volume needs to kick up for me. If I want to be a participant in this trend break. It's got 2 minutes left. It's a little over halfway currently on the volume, but it's a little under halfway on time. So volume's got to kick if I want to play a continuation here. It looks like we're starting to dredge up a little bit. So I got one at 310. I have a sell order at 310, 318. These are not recommendations, by the way, and definitely not a recommendation. New strat completely. And I have one at 327 up here, sell orders. I'm trying to net these guys, get a quick pull here. Yeah. So let's see. Running into a bunch of sellers up here. Did I get in for one? No, it just missed me. Just missed me. I'm leaning short. I could be wrong, but I think the upside is a fake out. Yeah, it probably is. But if this volume increases here and gets up, I want to at least up here. If it's not, I'm gonna actually take this long on this account on the house blend strat, but on the short term scalpy 2-minute FTTs, I just missed my 310 limit there. That was a bit of a bummer. So a minute left here. Want to see this volume tick up here. So you get up here. Have a really strong close, and I'd be interested long on the NQ. Did want to get above this volume here though to break. This might be a little bit of a discrepancy here. Still can't break these 89s yet. A little bit bummed, man. It missed me on that fill by 2 ticks. 2 ticks. 309.50 is where it got to. So let's find out. So 10 seconds left. Volume's up here. I'm gonna end up taking one of these long. 3, 2, 1. All right, so I'm gonna get in long here on the house blend strat. Not a recommendation. And I'm actually gonna cancel 2 of these. I'm gonna play the 327s. That's what I'm gonna play since I'm a little bit long biased now. Okay, so yeah, 327 is gonna be fine here. Yeah, get this going. Not a recommendation. This is a little tricky here this morning because this isn't super clean buying here. But the way that this set up is telling me that we're looking to dredge up above here. So I'm going to be looking for this right here. All right. Meanwhile, I am going to take a short here on my fast track because we're at the top of these buyers here. Top of these buyers. Actually, I'm taking one at 320. Where am I at here? I'm taking 2 at 327. I'm gonna find out. This volume looks pretty good though. Pretty good shape for a continuation to the long side. We're to find out. This is why I popped out of the 310s. I was in the 310s and I was looking for like 17. But with this new increased volume from a 5-minute standpoint, we have this new buyers are getting interested here. So, but I would be interested here at 367 to go long again. I got some orders that I can probably move up to 367. Yeah, I'm up to 367. If we do dip back into that pre-market range, though, there's a good chance we clapped. So we are breaking out of pre-market slightly here. Pre-market highs. Let's find out. So we have a little bit of a break here on the 5 minutes. So if this comes back into range, that will be a bull trap from a 5-minute standpoint. But since I'm in the context of a trend, I'm not going to get into that trade. 15-minute as well is breaking on its second bar, so this is something to keep in mind. Let's see here, where we at? 9:30 and 45. If we 2-bar out of this 15-minute and the volume increases here, we could really see it fly. I'm gonna flatten everything real quickly on my bat. This strategy works a little bit better range bound. I might take one at 328. I will take one at 330 because that's where I see a bunch of sellers at. So I'll take one at 330. But I'm not too confident in the short up here. So 330, maybe tap 329, maybe come back into the range a little bit and then take off, but we'll see. So if this decreases volume all the way, that's a little less bullish. But we'll see. We'll see. Chewing up into them. I'm a seller at 330s. You got a player at 330s, 329s, 328s. A lot of liquidity to get through up here. 325s now. They just pushed it a little resistance at 325 here. So we'll see what happens. 330s though. I'm going to join these sellers up here at the 330s. A lot of selling liquidity to get through here. A lot. And we still have seller. We still have a decent seller up here. Lots of volume here. Boom, boom. We could probably say this area. How big is the point difference there? 382, 376. That's fine. I'll probably start it here. This is going to be the new area. We got a lot of sellers to get through these days. And then 400, you have a major seller on a daily standpoint. This guy here is major. So all of this, if we toe tap up into that area, that's going to be really heavy. So with FOMC though, FOMC can do it for sure. But we got data coming out all this week, so we're going to find out. All right, so I am going to take one here at 330 short on my fast track. I might be a little zealous here. But yeah, that's what's going to happen. Good buying volume all the way through here. See if we have some follow through. Getting kind of wedgy too on the 2 minute. Looking like it's going to have an extension. All right, I got filled on a short. Ran through that. There we go. Looking like it's going to have a little bit of extension, 339. I'm still going to stay in the short on my fast track. But I am looking to get this 339. A little bit of a bummer right there. It's a little disappointing. All right, so let me see here. For as far as strong buying, I mean we got strong buying all the way up to 309. So I might take it at 309. Come down to 309 a little bit. We'll just cut it there. All right, so small. Oh, did I lose? No, I didn't lose money. I thought I lost money. Small little point here, but you know what? I should have stayed in it a little bit longer. Obviously in hindsight, but I really 309 is where I think bidders are going to come back in there. I could be a buyer at 309. No, it's not that good yet. 302 is actually where I would think it would be at. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. So it should have kept it. That would have been a better short there. Got a little antsy there. This is a new strat for me, so forgive me for my lack of. But I was a seller at 330s, right? Now we're all down almost 15 points on that. And yeah, I'm assuming we're going to find buyers again at the 302s. There's a one buyer at 305s. At 300, there's a huge bidder. So yeah, I'm going to clear out some of this range here. Some of these sellers are getting chewed up. So that would have been a good short. I missed that. I mean, I was in it, but I missed it. I still think until this moves over, though. I mean, we're above pre-market highs now. So it's official that I cannot look for shorts on my house blend strategy anymore. This got eaten up, by the way, so we can get rid of this. This got chewed up like crazy, so we can start to dig into this, taking out a lot of that sell side liquidity. There's still sellers up here, but we'll see. Come on, Nelly. 339. How many points is that? 2.75 points away. All right, getting a little bit of a push here. Change that one. That was a little too repetitive here. All right. Running back into those sellers at the 330s. Tap them again. See if they're going to take them out this time. Maybe. There's no sellers at 330 anymore. That is showing up on the DOM at least. Should be pretty thin. 335. Small seller. Big seller at the 340s. So that's kind of like where I am. Might look to take that liquidity up there. Big sell volume here. Huge sell volume there. But with it being absorbed, you could assume that a lot of those shorts are getting squeezed right now if we get above these levels. Let's find out. See, we're gonna have a hard time. So liquidity's already like there's the last of the sellers here at this level. And then we run into our next batch of sellers. 2 minutes, hard to see. Let's see here. Yeah, we have our next batch of sellers here. No, these guys aren't real sellers. Real sellers up here, 380, and then above 380. I would say on a daily, 400 is a big level. That's a major, major, major level. So we'll see if we get up there. But until then, I'm trying to get tagged out here. It's not letting me get tagged out. So these sellers, now that got closed upon, I'm saying are gone. Sellers are gone now. Next seller's up here. Buying has really accrued here with that volume, especially. I still think your major buyers here, your next one, it's all not that strong. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's all not terribly strong. I might just take one here. I don't like how it's dancing around now. It's gonna shoot up. I still have to mark it. Let me see here. 5 minute. Boom, 2 bar, 3 bar. I still have to mark this position here. Because I can't do anything until this trade's over. All right. Because of this buying here, I'm not loving the long side here. This doesn't look like super strong, even though the volume's kind of there. This looks pretty strong from here to here, right? Here to here looks decent. I would say maybe here you could say that there's another area of strength. But the way that these candles are retracing and everything like that, I'm just not too interested. So I would probably be looking to be a seller on the fast track accounts. Looking to be a seller at 75. Close to that 80 level. So the tag out happened. That's nice. So that trade got finished, came to fruition. That's great. Buying's getting a little stronger, a little tighter, but I'm going to try and be a seller here at 75. So I'm going to go up here, throw in a little order there. Hopefully it doesn't get to me first. I want to be kind of, yeah, see, right? I found them. I'm going up the chain anyways. There they are at 75. Bunch of orders at 75. So actually, I'm going to be a seller at 76.25. So I'll take one at 75, 76.25. I'm going to take another one. So I threw a couple stops up there. Not recommendations, by the way. Trade at your own risk. None of these trades are recommendations for entertainment purposes only. Maybe a little bit of theory in there, a little educational, but not too bad. So not bad. First trade of the day was green. It's good. Let's see if we can continue. Yeah, about that 76. Let me actually bring this one down a touch here. Go 70. I want to front run them a little bit. All right, so I got one. Oh, I don't want two there. Just want one there. How do I get rid of them? Okay, that's good. Good to know. All right. So I go 1 to 75, 1 to 75, 75. I want to see it, and it would honestly make me happier if this candle just ran, tapped them, because then I think we start to come down to the players again. So we'll see. New strategy, but I'm liking it so far. I think I can't really tell with the fast track accounts, but I think so far just on the morning. Let's see here. When was 6 a.m.? So let's see here. 15, 12, 38. 73, 71, 105, 143, 153, 152, 50. So far I scalped 60 points off the morning with just a couple micros at a time. So up about $153 on the Rhythmic. Just kind of taking these little wins here. Could have had a little bit more if I would have executed a little better. But nonetheless, I do like the 2-minute for seeing kind of these institutional buyers too. Like this block here looks great. This block here looks great, especially with that volume, increase in volume here. So technically could be a buyer here at the 27s. I may do that. Let's see if we dip back in there. Where do I want it? Want it at the 26. I'll be a buyer at 27 on the money. You got 26 as a decent bidder on the DOM, but I'll be a buyer. I'll be a buyer there. Buy 2. I'll buy 2 down there. All right. So didn't even really dip back into that area. I'm a buyer at 27. There wasn't really anybody on the DOM up there at the 55s. You have a light still, but where I'm at up at the 75s. That's where you have a big bidder. 60s has a little one too. There's an 80 bid up there, almost 100 lot. But yeah, where I'm at up at the 75s, that's where you have a decent amount. So let's see here. Yeah. Would have liked to be a buyer right there. I tried. You're gonna find out. Would love to see a nice, beautiful extension. The tighter it gets up here, a little bit scarier it is, right? Because the pressure is still building if it gets real tight, and then we just have a huge extension. I do not want to deal with that. So if it's real tight, I might like lower my size, because right now I'm in for like 3 strategically positioned. Like I got one at 76. I'll probably end up throwing another one at 85 actually. Another one at 85. Sorry, I can't. There is more action here, but I'm trying to keep the house blend for the consistency, so I'm not going to show too much of the DOM. I'm going to throw another one up there at 85, and then I'm going to throw 2 more at 93. So if we do get up there, there we go. All right. So I'll just show you guys really quickly. This is how we're looking right now. So up here, 2-minute. You can't see the DOM, but yeah, I'm looking to see if we stretch up here. I got a big net up here for selling. Would love to see it retrace. And based off of this kind of, I think for ICT people, they call it order block. But for me, I just know it's strong buying came in here, stepped in twice, tested it. So I know that buyers are interested here at 327. So I am going to join those buyers and be interested at 327. We see them soak up this one too. So if it comes back down again, I still will be an interested buyer. We'll try and sell up at the 47s or something like that and then take it up higher. So that's what I'm looking at here. As for the house pattern, nothing house blend, Nothing crazy yet. So, yeah, it's kind of chilling on the 2 minutes. So we're hanging out above these levels. Doesn't look weak at all. Definitely on the house blend by itself. I'm only oh shoot, forgot. I gotta take a long on the house blend here.
Order filled.
I gotta take a big long. Yeah, big long here. All right, big long there on the 15-minute because 15-minute close green. Big green. So from the 15-minute standpoint, it's saying we're going to tap up into 424. I really don't think we're going to tap into 424. I think we're going to get slapped at 400. So, but according to the house blend, I got to stick with that a little bit. I'm going to get into that. So back to our top step here. I do think 400 is going to be a major pop. Major. Just like you're going to watch it come up here and just get hammered and try and find bidders again, in my opinion. If it rips into 400 without news, that would be very shocking for me. Oh, look at that. A new bidder joined me at 375. Oh, and there's one at 373 as well. All right. Let's see what happens here. Good morning, by the way. If you guys are new to the stream, welcome. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Thank you guys for liking the stream too. I appreciate that. Feel free to post your ideas, your comments on what you think is going to happen in the market. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green 5-minute bars. That's quite a bit. If this ends up retracing, I might try and get better pricing down here at 300. Bid back in a little bit, but this is getting ready for a little bit of a 2-bar break action. This is actually 3-bar territory here, so I could play the 3-bar here. It would only be for like 5 points though, or 10 points. We go right here. We go like this, and then it would go for 65. This would be your 3-bar. Running into somebody up here. I don't see it on the DOM, but might be a player, little iceberg we're running into.
Order filled.
Oh. All right, a little bit of a 3-bar, see if it will follow through. This isn't super clean 3-bar, but it'll work. Might go 50% retracement here. Well, I'm supposed to actually go from the bottom of the wick, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll throw it here. A little under that 50%. $62, 27, 27. I'll throw it right under 27. This is where you're gonna find buyers. I know this is crazy risk to reward, but I might actually. Wait, am I for 2? Oh right. Oh right. So I can't even throw a stop there, anyways. Let's see here. It's based off 3-bar. Good thing I caught that. So. Okay. So I got a couple bids here at 327. If we come down to the 327 level, we'll look to scoop those up. Maybe another buyer at like the 315s. Or obviously there's some kind of player up here. The market's kind of behaving in that way. Trying to become a buyer down here. They just don't want to break it down to 327. I'll drop one of these just a little bit more. 320. Nah, I'll keep them at 327. I said I was going to keep them. It's the only thing with trading a strat like this is that you start getting the there's more psychological barriers more psychological congestion, right? Because it's the system's not fully pegged. Good morning, Tracy Will. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you stopping by. Wanted to be a buyer at the 327s. That's where I wanted to be a buyer. Still want to be a buyer at the 327s. It's just not happening. It may happen. So this wasn't really a 3-bar, now that I'm looking at it, because 3-bar you want kind of an extension, clean extension, right? This one didn't really have that clean extension. It had a top wake, even though this was an inside bar, kind of pretty short, but I liked it in the same direction, so wasn't as clean, but I'm gonna stay in the trade anyways. This is a little bit of a bear trap on the 2-minute here. Let's see what this closes in 15 seconds. Bit of a bear trap. So would look to go long. Might just add one here. Let's see. 2, 1, I'll add one. All right. 331. 327. 347. 20 points. So I'm gonna go 30 points. 377. Which is perfect. Just gonna add another limit up there. It's a huge seller at 370. So 3-bar didn't work, and it's not a true 3-bar. I kind of took that a little out of context here, but that's okay. Didn't get the break as well. Put behind. And I'm going to be a buyer at 327. I want to make sure I just give myself a schmidge of room here. I'm a buyer on the fast tracks, by the way. I have two lots down there. Oh, you guys can see the whole screen. I want to do this. That's crazy. Move this. There we go. See if we get this push up here. Maybe, maybe not. It's rolling a touch. Doji on the 2-minute. Kind of tricky. I mean, you would expect it to cool off after this run here. That's a lot of buying. Wasn't super clean and aggressive, though, from a 5-minute perspective. From a 2-minute, it looks still not that great. I'm going to be honest with you. This thing, I mean, we have our support here. At this level here. But this is the only real big buyer I've seen. All this looks like fluff to me besides this one down here. So all the remainder of this looks like fluff. Maybe a little argument for this one. Maybe. I'm not a true believer. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe here. Maybe. But I know that there's a buyer here. This is maybe. There is definitely a buyer here. Who we're running into, I have no idea. There might just be a lack of buying interest. Could be iceberg absorption or lack of buying interest, but I just don't see who we're running into at this level. All right, so might get stopped out on the 1 here, but I am buying 2. There we go, got the stop, got filled on Well, I shouldn't be in 3, but I guess I'm filled for 3 down here, huh? How did I get filled for 3? Good morning, Pre. Just passed 1 of the 2. Excellent, Pre. Way to go, dude. All right, so I'm in for 3 here. Going to try and play the top of this range again, maybe at the 48s. If we get up. I mean, if we start dipping below, I shouldn't be in for 3, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. Let's see. Decent size sell. I'm going to take 1 off just because I don't like that one. I don't like being in 3 here. I know there's more buyers. I might become a buyer at 317 as well. Let's see here. I'm going to buy 1 more at 317 as we come down. And then I'm going to buy my last one at 308. 308. Let's see here. No centering. 308. There's a buyer at 310. I might join that buyer at 310. All right. So wait, I'm in for 4 now. Am I playing the wrong side of this? What's going on here? Did I not sell? I'm not market sell. I market bought. Well, I'll take 1 there. Actually, I'll take 2 there because I didn't want to be in for 2 to begin with. All right. Ooh, excuse me. And I want to sell 1 at about the 46 level. 46, actually, I want to be, I should have been a 339 seller there. 339 seller would have been for 1, or maybe 340. 339, I want to front run that guy a little bit. Seller at 339, seller at 340. 345. 45 on the money. Right there. Boom. All right. All right. Got 1. Let's see if 345, we can get up to that 345 level. See, Dewey? Dewey, you still here? See, I could scalp like you, bro. Come on now. Many ways to skin a cat around here, dude. All right, sold a halfway point here. I'm going to look to be a buyer again at 317. I'm in for 1 more. I was in for 4 somehow. I think I was buying the wrong side of the market. But I am in for 1 more. So again, remember I said this buying looks like fluff. Real buying, I think, is right here. Well, not right here. One of them is here at the. I'm about to get filled. I got filled on my second one here at the 317. And then I got another buy order at 310, joining a big buyer down there. So the way this is looking here is right here. See, this is what I'm talking about. So based off the 2 minute. What's going on the 5 minute, by the way? We have our trend. Let's make sure I'm not missing nothing here. We have our steepening here. We have our trip steepening here. Would be surprised if this was a 2-bar, not gonna lie. All right, so the 2 minute, you see the buyers here, right? This buyer's here. We'll find out. So decent block here, decent. Not too crazy about the volume, but this might be a secondary player here. Not secondary player. This might be the sellers actually kind of positioning from that. I really do think 400s is going to be like just a smack. You're gonna. If I was a gambling man, I'd put straight 5 minis at 400. Not a recommendation. Trade at your own risk. But if I was a gambling man, 400, slap me for 5. All right, so 6 seconds left. We're starting to dredge into these buyers a little bit here. So our range is widening, right? Range is widening now. Let me get rid of these guys because these guys are gone. So now I'm going to take 1 off at 330. So where's 330? 330, I'm going to take 1 off here at 330. And then the other one I'm going to take off at 340. And actually, I'm going to become a seller at 340. So I'll sell 2 at 340. See if we can get up there. If you guys saw my other screen right now, it looks crazy. I gotta show you. I looked out. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm just looking at the DOM. Oh, you guys are. Wait, no, you're not. Okay. This is my other screen right now. Just like cells everywhere. Still going to be a buyer at 310. Looking to short up here. Yeah, if we don't. Hey, take care, Pre. Have a good one, man. And congrats, by the way. Stoked for you, dude. That's how you do it, baby. Ah, it's all good, dude. Yeah, I win if I trade according to my strat. That's when I'm a winner. Doesn't matter if I make money or not. If I'm trading my strategy to the T, eventually money will be just like how I liked how someone said it, just a byproduct of me trading. So I enjoy it. But yeah, absolutely, pretty good job, dude. Well done, sir. All right. So hoping that we get up here. If this stair steps down, it'd be really funky. But this buying, this is the real buyer here, right? At this level here. So I'll be looking to jump back into 293, but I'm expecting a little bit of a retracement. See if we get one here. Doesn't want to give me it. Doesn't want to give me the hooch. Still going to stay into it. This buyer is still present here. So even if we go down, I am going to be a buyer at 310. Let's see. See if we get a little run here. Oh, boop. Or just like if we 3-bar down here all of a sudden multiple times, that would just be crazy. That would be a very unfortunate. Is that the right word? Unfortunate. So you can see that there's a buyer here at this level. Let me go back to the top step here. You see that there's a buyer here at these levels, right? From this dude. We chewed into this buyer a little bit, but there's still buy side liquidity here. Got filled for 1, by the way. Not much to do here. Let me just check the top step real quick. We did 2-bar break for 1. But we would not take that according to the rules. So, yeah. I'm going to become a big seller here. Play a little bit between these ranges. We get up there. We can get up there. Come on, Nelly. Should I front run it a little bit? That's a little bit of a bummer. How close were we? 2 ticks? Not a recommendation, by the way. Trade at your own risk. You're just trading extremely risky. None of these trades are recommendations. That's a little bit of a bummer. Where are we at here? 38.75. So that's 1.25 off. Not too bad. Still, though. Would have loved to get into that action a little bit here. Like I said, I know there's a buyer here. Are we gonna wrap? Or are we gonna just cut through the sauce here? Might move these bids down a hair. Two ticks. I'm gonna move them down 2 ticks. There's a seller at 340. And then you have a buyer at 320 again. But I'm a buyer at 310. I'm actually gonna put one more on down there at 310. Yep, joining this dude for sure. Getting a little heavy here. Gonna test. Is this buyer for real? For real? Is he for real? I don't know. Dewey, you still here? If Dewey, you're here, let me know what you think about my strat. I think you test. Okay, you messed with me. There you go. You're getting it. You're getting it. Dewey showed me his mark. He's about 60% of the way there for his mark for the day. I want to see this puppy just. Pew. Actually, I don't care if it drops. If it drops, taps, I think we come back up and test between these two ranges. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. All right, so what screen am I even showing right now? The Rhythmic, okay. Still up a touch. I could be a buyer down here again, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'll buy one more. I don't know if that was a good move. I probably could have got a little bit of pricing, but that's cool. Buy one more. I'm definitely a buyer at 310. 310 is what I'm actually looking for, but this is some strong selling now. Selling blocks, just chunking into this. No retracement wicks. It's blocking into this area here. So sellers seem like they might be positioning a little steeper here. We're going to find out on this candle. This candle's going to tell me a lot. If this wick can't get above that, that'll be very interesting. But we're going to be looking. If we can get above it. See, ooh, see the smackdown right there? Seller to me is saying, we're here, baby. So they're battling it out right now. Sellers are looking to push that position up a little bit, but I'll know for sure on this candle. Let me just take a little peek over here. This one. Do want to get a little bit better pricing on the 15-minute. So I bought one more. I'm going to sell one more here, halfway point. So I sold one. And I'm looking to get up to the 339s to be a seller up here at 339s. Not a recommendation. So would this be a little bit of a trap? 2-minute basis? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit of a bear trap here. On a 2-minute, but 2-minute bear traps. I don't know too much about. On the 15-minute, this just looks like decent consolidation. It's just like 50% retracement. Let me pop back out here. Throw us back on the top step. 15-minute here. For this move here, this break. This doesn't look too crazy. This looks fine. Playing between these two players. So I got sell orders up here. At the I got 3 sell orders. So I'm gonna be going short 2 and taking profit on 1 here. Let's see. Oh. Come on. I also have a sell order at 45 as well. So if we tap up into both of those, hopefully we just don't flag out and crazy rip. That's what I'm like not really looking forward to. Get rid of that sell order. I would love to see a little pop and drop and have this buyer step in secondary. It's not able to get there. It's not able to get there. Come on. Come on. No? Don't want to do it? It'd be a little disappointing if it flips red, but I don't want to front run it because I know that this is the real sell is at 339. It just seems like there's a lack of buying interest. I wanted to see it get smacked a little bit though. And 345 as well is going to be my next one. I have yet to trade this strategy and it ripped my face off. So I don't even put stops in right now. Oh man, it's close. Doesn't it just feel like it wants to do it? Doesn't it feel like it? Oh, there it is. There's 2. Now I'm short 2. I have another sell at 45. So again, the halfway point here is let's see. Ooh, this might be the time. I got it filled for 3 now. This might be the time I get my face ripped off here. 335. I'm going to be a seller at 330. It might have to be a seller. Yeah. Oh, that closed all the way up into there. So let's see here. Now with that, that's a little scary. Not going to lie. What's this? 340? I'm going to cover 2 at 340. If it'll happen. Cover 2 at 340. I have him in there. If it doesn't happen, then this buyer is going to get really happy. Gato have Cajones down roughly $60 right now. Too crazy. But I'm in a position right here where I'm like, how do I stop this if it starts ripping, right? Because I would expect the seller to be right here. I gotta stay in the game here. I don't know. This buying looks really good. Looks really clean. Look at the increased volume here. I think we're dredging into a new buyer. I'm gonna cut that. I cut that at the wrong time, but I'm gonna cut that. So about $120 loss here. So look at the buying here. See how clean the buying is? Really clean buying, increased volume. So this is going to be our new set of buyers that are not only chewing up the seller, but this buyer obviously was still here to stay. But I don't have a real seller yet in the market. I was hypothesizing over this guy, maybe, and there was a little bit of some selling happening from this dude. But there's not like a real actuated seller here. Let's go find one though. So, okay, so the 376, that's the level. So I need to put in some at 370. Oh, I have some at 376 already. Okay, there we go, 376. If we kick over to my fast track, it's not here on the 2 minute, but 376 is that level. So getting ready to tap into these guys here. Why is it marked? Oh, did I get in? Okay, I got in here. So I got a bunch of sell orders up here. 384, 393. So this is where I'm expecting some sell side again. This is looking really strong though. If it just cracks right through this level, that would be a work of art. A little mad I didn't get a little fill here. Would prefer to get another one. Oh, as for the house blend, by the way, we got a 2-bar here. Big, nice, strong volume. I think that's the biggest candle of the day, though, so I'm not allowed to trade that. Let's find out. 39 points. Yeah, I think that's the biggest one of the day, so I'm not going to be able to trade that one. So, where is this seller from? It's the 15-minute seller. Oh, yeah, this is selling from the other day. Okay. Should find selling liquidity up here at these levels. I would be surprised if we just blasted through it. But anything can happen, especially with news. That could do anything. 424 is that take profit on the house blend strat. Strong buying here. So I would be taking some at 361 if it did a full retracement, but it's tempted to take one there. All right, let me see here. Need a measure tool. What are we at? 361 to 76. We'll find out. In for another one here. And lastly, I'll be in for 2 more at 93. Let's see. I know there's sell side liquidity here. It's from, let's see here. From over here. These guys. Not on 2-minute basis. And then cracking this level, I know there's a lot of sellers too. So let's get back over here. Now this is educated. It could rip through both of these dudes, fly up into the 500s, right? Unwarranted. This buying looks extremely strong. Extremely strong up into these levels. So I haven't really dealt with a scenario. Yeah, I know, right, Sark? So 424 is my take profit on the 15-minute. We're gonna find out here. I would expect a little seller here somewhere. I'm expecting. I know there's a massive seller at 400, including myself. I'm probably the biggest seller at 400, but let's see. Give me down a little bit. What we got? 70s? I'll take a couple of the 70s if it wants to get down to 70. I'll take 2. Come on. Give me that fill. Nope. That might have been it. This looks like a 3-bar play here. 3-bar extension up into the 400s. Crazy. Or maybe a doji tops down here. Find out. Very strong buying. So, with this new buyer here. Oh, by the way, 42 seconds. Oh, but I'm not going to take the candle because it's the biggest candle of the day. But yeah, all of this buying is massive. All of it. So you have a buyer at freaking 71. Right? So let's see if I get a little fill here. Little fill. No fill? It's got, oh, okay. Yeah, buyer at 71. I might have put mine a little too low. Should have probably put him at 71. I'll put him there at 71, but hopefully this thing doesn't 3-bar rip above here. Got 2, taking 2 off here. If I can get there. Oh, jeez. Yeah, the buyer was here. I messed that up a little bit. I fudged the numbers there. But it's okay because I know that there's still a seller at 93. I just would have preferred to had 2 covered there. I don't want to be holding 6 into this short up into the 400s. That's not what I want to be doing. I'm cool with holding 2, not 6. Big strong buying in 2 minute though. Beautiful. Beautiful looking buying. It's really just nice. So this is going to be the bottom of the range right now because all of this buying that came in is just fatties. Some straight up fatties that came in. Fatties that came in. I can't describe it. A little bit of an anomaly here on the 2 minute. All right, let me check the 5 minute here. So the 5 minute did have a 2-bar, but because one of the candles was the biggest bar of the day, I'm going to refrain from taking it. Let's see what happens though. I am long on the top step up till 424. And I may take another 15 minute here if we get another break here. Let's see. This thing's just melting up. Buyer really did position himself here. So 393. We'll see. I would love to get a tap here. Oh, I would love it. I don't think these buyers, I don't know why I'm down here at the 340s. I don't think this buyer is going to be back anytime soon. So I'm going to clap these. And I'm going to clap. Well, I'll keep those there actually because if we do end up chunking down again, well, I don't know. We'll clap both of these too. We'll talk about this for later. All right. Should be running it. See how we're slowing down here. This is some sell side liquidity here. Should be chunking down a little bit. Wouldn't mind playing this the top of this at 358. We'll see how it goes. I'll play that by ear. But even if we extend up, I'm still okay with the short at 392. Not a recommendation. Very clean buying. Two minutes left. This could get hairy. This could get hairy. New strat, by the way, that I've tested a little bit, but strong trends. I haven't really messed with it with strong trends. I might have to have like a buy side only bias. Same kind of bias as the that I have with the house blend strategy. Because yeah, we're gonna see what happens. Give me a little tap here. Just give me a kiss on the forehead. Oh, that buyer is just there. Good morning, Trader DLS. How are you? Come on, mate. Look at that. What do I have to do here? This buyer is serious. He's serious. If this rips all the way up, I would be really shocked. I would probably hold up into the 400s, but .43 seconds left on a 5-minute candle. It's looking extremely bullish. Extremely bullish. Volume though is pretty light on this last candle here. So maybe buyers want to see what's going to happen. Might want to see how it reacts a little bit. Maybe wait for more favorable pricing. Let's see. Refresh this real fast. 17 seconds left. Just going to do a quick little refresh on my top step. Yeah, the volume's kind of light on this bar, which in terms of the short that I'm holding here on the fast tracks, it makes me feel a little bit better. Just so you guys can have another quick peek at the top step, we're going to go over here for a second. And this is the price target, 424.25. So let's find out. This looks ridiculously bullish. Clean, almost no wick buying, crazy. Even if we were chased down. I mean, we're chasing down in some serious buyers. Really serious buyers. So they're all the way up here. This is good luck. Here's your buyers. Usually I have little zones pointed out, but in this case, it's a massive buyer. So anytime we try and even dip down, this buyer accumulates. I'm being a little stubborn with my take profit here, but it just is what it is. For fair value gap people, there's so many fair value gaps on this chart. It's not even funny. Got one here, got one here, got one here. 3 fair value gaps. Which, in my stance, I don't look at the gaps themselves. I just look at this as a whole big buyer. As a whole. I don't really care about the gaps, don't really do nothing for me. So we'll see. 393. Missed my fills so many times. Maybe I was a little stubborn. Maybe I should have brought it up actually to the amount there. 332.72. Yeah, would have been a little bit better. Maybe. What just happened? What did I just do? There we go. All right, so still a seller at 93. Obviously, I might be losing my cheeks down here, though, because if this thing really gets some headroom here and get really nasty. I do believe that there's going to be a seller at 400, though. So that's why I'm not too panicky right now. I'm not, like, too tripping about this short. Now, if we rip above 400, I mean, it's just one of those things. And for myself, going in the future... Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't smack off 2 ticks here. Oh, that's some Jimmy Bullocks right there. Oh, the odds. Oh, how disappointing. That would have been a great 2 shorts. Would have covered half of those right there. Oh, come on. That's brutal. That's brutal. That's brutal. Oh my goodness. I told you there was going to be sellers up there. I said for sure going to be sellers up there. 93, right where I was. It's exactly where they were. I would have top ticked that. I almost top ticked it. All right, so since we're getting this move, this was the initial reaction that I wanted. I'm going to cover 2 down here because I don't... This was the plan. So since we have such strong buyers here, I'm not really interested in holding... I'm not really interested in holding all of those back through this test again. I am still going to be a seller here. Might come down a touch, though. $390. And that was just ludicrous. That was ludicrous. That's a good word. A little bit of a bear trap, bull trap, boom. Comes up, came down. Should see some leg room down here. I might even, I'm only in for 2. I might throw a little extender in there. Throw a little bit of an extension here. Still long, by the way, on the fast track. Will continue to still be long until 424. This was disappointing. Because that would have netted me immediately. It would only have been 10 points, but I really do think that slap and this is going to pick up a little bit. All right, we're going to test this buyer, see if this buyer is legit. He has been legit. Look at him. Look at him. He's just getting in there, so I'm going to take 1. I'm going to take 1. How many times are we going to tap this, right? If anything, I should be a buyer here to ride it back up to the upside. Play the extremes of this range here. Look at this. Buyer here is so serious. So this whole trading, all this trading that's happened, I think I'm down $7. Might be down more though here. I don't know. A part of me feels like this looks bullish as bullish gets, you know? I'm almost... Remember when I said I didn't want to deal with it if it's consolidating up into this range here? I don't want to deal with it. It just kind of ripped up. Hit my fills. Didn't get my fill by a tick multiple times. Missed my 93 by 2 ticks. Still missing my profits down here. Put it there now. I'll play with these guys. It's looking bullish. I'm going to cut these. Although I think there's a seller here. I wanted the first test. I don't want to deal with the second test. Second test is just going to just chew through people. I do want to kind of be a seller at 400 though. Let me check the DOM here. Let me check the DOM. How's 400 looking? Big seller at 400. Just a 200 lot though. I think it's bigger than that. I think they'll let it go beyond 200, 400, right? Like they'll let it go beyond 400. And then as people are buying above 400, they're going to put an iceberg in at like 420. So I'll sell 1 at 400. But really I want to be a seller at like 420. I think 420 is an actual like... I'll throw in a few. I'm going to throw in a few at like 418. A couple. Yeah, 3. I feel pretty good about it. There we go. All right. By the way, 5 minutes on the house blend. This would mark our second 2-bar here. Decent volume. So let's get back over here. 2-bar. 1-bar break here. You count that as a break. You bet your bottom dollar you count that as a break. That's a break. Boom. So I will be adding again. Do I like that I'm adding into the 400s? Absolutely not. But I gotta do it. Especially in a really strong trend. So unless this wick gets way low here, I would like to see a little bit of increasing volume here, but we have a lot of buyers to test down here as well. So we're going to see what's going to happen. All in all, everything's ripping. All right. Back to the scalp. Still in short. I wish I was trading the range. Like, what is this range? 10 points? I need to become a bigger buyer here. I should have been a bigger buyer here at 373. I think that's my biggest weakness here, is that I should have been a double buyer here. Sold into this range the whole time. Chewing up into this buyer, by the way. It's like I wanted 400. In theory, okay, this is just a theory. I say we rip above 400. I'm taking one just in case we bounce off of it, though. This is my insurance play. But I think we rip above it, hit an iceberg somewhere up here, and then they drop it below. That's what I think. And then we come test these guys again. And I would look to be a buyer here. All the way in this range, I look to be a buyer. So I have a fib line at 19,402 even. You think it's going to go down to 19,402? Or are you talking about 20,402? So that's 1,000 points. You've been in the 19s for too long. No. Maybe. I mean, you might have it 1,000 points away. It's possible. That would be it's a little ways away. Can't even scroll there in time. Are you sure, Shark? 19,426? Or are you talking about 20,426? There we go. Oh, I'm supposed to be buyer here. What am I doing?
Order filled.
I had to buy one more on the top step. Let's see, 373, put a 70 stop here. And then we umbrella it, I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to take it right up to 41. And then I think, no, not quite a 2 hour on the 15 minute, but yep. All right. Very interesting. So I bought another one on the top step up there. Got in for 2 at 93. I know we're running into a seller, but I really do, or I got in for the 400 tap. So the 400 rejected here. A little bit. A little bit. I still think it clears 400, but I'm staying in one anyways, just in case. So I know there's going to be a seller at 400. I know it. Take one there. Taking off this one. I'll let this one run, just in case we come down to the 50s or something. Just in case this was the smackdown. I really don't think it was. Nah, I'm not going to do that. We'll take one at, what did I say? 75. So these guys starting to accumulate here. The buyers are starting to ramp up here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Was this a smackdown right here? All right, I'm gonna take one more right there. All right. I don't know why I'm going short. Yeah. Okay. Shark. I was like, I don't know, dude. Well, that's pretty like next week after the data. No, you're good. You're good. So you had a fib level of 402 even. Did that hit 402 even? Close. All right. So this was a bid actually again. What am I doing? A little slow here. All right, so this is another bidder here. I need to jump that on the 2 minute here. So buying should again come into play here at this level here. I'm going to take one up here. Take one long. See if we can push up into these. I have a feeling we're going to push up into these 20s. More than one reason. I am in 2, by the way, on the top step. All right, so there is the buyer supporting them, little block there. We're going to see if there's not a buyer there, there's definitely going to be a buyer here at the 71s. So I'll look to, again, buy it at 71. See here. Bibs 2402, 420. No, you're good, dude. Don't even trip. It's not. I know what you meant. There's no way you meant 19,000. I just wanted to make sure for other people. The odds that you meant 19,000 were very slim. I just wanted to clarify. It's like it's maybe inverse. Inversedly. All right, so up on the top step a little bit. Had that 2-bar. Things are getting a little wicky here. Again, we are running into these sellers here. These sellers aren't gone completely. Actually, let me remember that sell side. Dude, how far did I put this thing? Put this into the stinking. Oh my goodness! I don't need it that far. There we go. All right, so this seller is getting chewed up here. Okay. The seller's getting chewed up a little bit. He's getting chewed up quite a bit. The last of them is at 93. The last stand. And we need to close above 93. I was a participant in one here. Probably sell it at 400, maybe. Or just get dumpstered ahead of it, maybe. We'll find out. It is interesting, though. We're gonna see what happens here. I would be surprised if they just let it reject off 400. I really do have a feeling that it's gonna go up higher and then come down. So I'm in a couple longs on the House Blend strat. House Blend had a 2-bar, two bars, one 15-minute and one 5-minute. And I'm umbrelling the 5-minute up to the 2-minute. So looking for the 24s, 424. Throw some. There's no top step levels. We're cleared every one of them. So levels aren't a thing right now. So you can deal with fibs. That's pretty much 4026 would be nice. If we hit the 426 fib, that would be nice. All right, a little bit of some sell side here. Off 493. Still haven't cleared this seller completely yet. If anything, I should have been playing these 2 ranges right now because that would have been decent. Just let me get back on my 2-minute. Yeah, these 2 ranges here. You do have a secondary buyer at the 86, albeit a small one. Internet problems here. I need to get hardwired. This would not be good. Would not be good if I cut out in the middle of these trades. This buyer's trying. They're accumulating. You do buying interest above 400s, but I know there's a big seller here though at 393. I'm gonna cut this one. I'm gonna wait for a little bit better pricing. I think we still can come down to 71s. I should be a seller at 93s, not a buyer at 80 something. I feel like this guy's much more likely to get ran through. I don't want to play with this player because I haven't really identified the player up here that well, actually we have the 93s. 93, 75 right here. Yep, that's exactly where I put my sell the first time. So where does this guy go to? Let's see here. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. Okay, all right, oh, I have it marked here. So where's the top of this? Top of it is at 93.50. Yep, all right. Keep it chill and light. The strategy works really good in range. I don't have much experience trading the house blend strategy. Works extremely well in trends. It's like it loves trends. Trending markets, it slays. But let's see. Got another pivot here. So you do have your buyer here. You have a seller here. Strong seller here. We popped off these ranges multiple times, but it's only a 7-point range. It's pretty tight. I like at least 10-point ranges because I had to take one off of 50 and I'm not going to scalp for 3 points. So if we want to range between these two players here, I'm interested. So I have some buy limit orders at the 71s. 71s here. I should dig in a little harder, but 71s I think where they're actually at. So right when I sold that bid, starts ripping. That's okay though. I'm trying to play players. I'm not trying to play secondaries though. You did have your secondary buyer here. See how this buyer, they shoved it up and then the algos continue to accumulate here? It's pumping through that seller. We'll see. So here's 400, right? Here's 400. I got selling at 418. I feel like we're going to get iceberged here. So I feel like they're going to let it up. Buyers are going to pile in. They're going to be like, yeah, it's breaking. We're breaking out of these 400s. And then they're just going to sell heavily into those buyers. A little bit of selling here at the 400. So again, could have taken another one at 400. I'm just not interested. I'm not going to lie. I want to get up here, especially with my profit targets being up at 424. Look at that. That seller is serious too. So now we're battling between these two players. So big volume here. I know. I feel like there's an iceberg somewhere up here. Somewhere. I don't think that was it. Not gonna lie. I don't think that was it. Am I in for one? Oops, I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Did not mean to do that. Clicked on the DOM. Clicked on the DOM, lost $6. That's how it happens. I'm going to cast a little net here. Go one at the 410s. I'm going to go one at the 418s. I'm going to go one at 420s. I think that's fair. I think that's extremely fair. $410s is kind of... Is there any bidder at 410? Yeah. He's not that big though. We'll see. I'll sell one at 410. But really, I think we come up to the 20s. This is just me trying to be a little stingy here. Good morning, by the way. If you guys are new to the stream, welcome. Trading different kinds of price action. We're trading between players and price action on the fast track accounts. And on the top step accounts, we are trading the house blend strategy. So we're in currently on a 15-minute 2-bar here. Boom. Right here. 1, 1, 2. This is where we added our first long. Second long happened right up here with these 2 candles, and we're looking for the 24s. So that's that for that. Now with this one, we're trying to sell up into the 410s. 410s, 420s, 418s. If we get a 410, I think we find another buyer down here. This guy. Tried this on my other 2-minute, but yeah. So I think that, yeah, that seller's gone now at 93. You have a buyer there. You have this buyer trying to make a move up here. So 390s to bid. We're going to see. And if this candle closes very clean, no bottoming wick here on a 2-minute, I would assume that this buyer's pretty serious still. I think they run it up, iceberg it somewhere around here. Iceberg. Boom, and just let everyone just fall into the trap. I've been saying it all morning. I'll continue to say it. I think they do. Let's see. Very wedgy here. See how wedgy that is? That looks like it has a lot of legs here. Got filled for 1 at the 410s. So between, let me see, here and here, 410s and 395s, I'm taking 1 at 402. So I'll throw 1 in at 402 to cover. And then if we get up here, basically going to be playing these 2 ranges. So let's see. Let's see what happens here. Only in for 1 so far. Got another couple of sells up there. See if this thing's get some legs here. They're going to tap for 1 more. I'm going to take this one off on the 5-minute, by the way, because I know we're going to be running to an iceberg soon. So 5 minutes off. 15-minute top step got filled. All right. I want to see it come down. I'm only in for 2. I want to see us get down here a little bit. I'm cool if we go 1 more and rip. Strong buyer for sure. And even on the 5-minute, I might have to get back in here on the 5-minute. 3 minutes left. So they broke 400. A lot of people were shorting and taking profits at 400. But when they broke 400, maybe people started FOMOing, right? Starting to get in heavy. Buy. Oh my, we're breaking. And then they're going to shut it down. We're going to see. Hopefully this thing doesn't rip like another, 30, 40 points in this bar. So I cast a little net here. Cast a little net here to see if I can catch some. Put my other one at 390. This is really not exciting music for what's happening right now. Ah, there we go. More of the vibe right here. Very clean. Clean buying here. Very clean. So now this is our first candle that's not clean. So this one's super clean. See us come down to 402. 402, I think it's reasonable. See, I think they're going to iceberg. I'm telling you, the theory's here, right? 400. Oh, you guys thought you guys were in? Boom. And then they're just going to jackhammer it down back here to find buyers back at the 373s. And then let's find buyers at 400 and then maybe fail. And then if I get a range like this, like a 30, 20 point range, 25 point range, that would be great for the fast track. This ain't enough. But if this is, I don't, you know, we'll see. This is why I took the top step number off, because I do think that there's going to be, there we go, got one fill there. That wasn't too bad. See if it's going to come all the way down. See what I'm talking about? Broke? Oh, they're buying. Oh, yes, everybody buy, buy, buy. And then they're just going to hammer it. $23.87. I have a London close settlement just developed. Always a good place to short the market as it gets exhaustion. Okay, so 387.50 is a short. I'm going to take this one too. We'll take that one too, because try and secure a little bit of profits here as this thing starts to wedge up. So we did have that 2 bar in play here on the 5 minute. Oh, did we? Let me see here. No, too big of a wick on the 5 minute. Volume was increasing though, so if this next one actually increases in volume to the buy side, I'm going to have to be a buyer again on the top step. We'll see. This is top step currently. Just keeping an eye out here. 424, I think, is the level right here for that other trade to get invalidated right here. So I still needed to touch this before I can even look short at all. From the house blend strategy standpoint. Yeah. So we'll see what happens here. It's looking very melty. With these legs, we could see another big leg, in theory. So we'll see what happens here. But let's go back here. Oops. Let's go back here. There we are. All right, so I still have one order of the 20s up here. I still don't think, I'm going to be honest with you, I still don't think, I'm going to take one more sell here. I still don't think we're going to rip too much higher in terms of right now. I want to see it tap me at 20 though. So I feel like they're going to iceberg it somewhere up here. I really do. Come on. There we go. All right, there's my other one. There we go. So now where do we go? There's a bunch of sell side liquidity from a daily standpoint, right? I'm just going to go take my peek. I'm going to take a little peek here on the 15-minute chart. Let me just go take a little peek here. So, right, the next big one is 450. 450 is the next big one from a 15-minute standpoint. And then really the biggest of the biggest is at 517. 517 is just like the monster. The monster sell side order liquidity here. So 50, I'm not going to hold this thing for that long. I need to see some kind of rejection here. 20s is going to be that level. I'm okay with it going a few points above, but if we start dredging like 10 points above it, I don't know how I'm going to feel. I have to cut the trade. 425 is fine. 24 is what we expected, right? It's expected what the take profit should have been from the house blend. All right, so I got some new levels drawn on the top, so here we go. All right. I'm looking for retracement back to 2335. This is the difference between the London settlement and the US settlement, or 50%. I would love to see retracement. I would love to. I'd love to see this price action. So this volume could be a key metric here. I don't know, you can't really see the volume here, but might add one more buy down here at the 73s. 73s, all right, 373. Add one more. I'll maybe add one more down here at the 86. 80. Let me see. What is this? 90. I have one more 90. Right above 90. I'll go 91. Okay. I don't know. So got a level up here. a strong trend on the bottom, kind of gone away from it a little bit. I have a messy chart over here on the fast track. So I really do think I don't consider this too strong. I don't consider even this too strong. I think coming back down to the 91s. I'm gonna try and buy 2 here actually. Try and be a double buyer here at the 91s. Try and get a little retracement back up between these 2 ranges. So if we come back down to the 91s, retrace 50%, which is roughly 400. I'll take a rejection at 400 and then see. Oh yeah, 100%. No, I like it though. I like knowing. Having an understanding of why the markets move is better to me than just trying to pick and poke. I have a phone call. All right. Customer in peril. All right. There we go. There we go. Okay. So where are we at here? Flagging up 20s. This buyer still wants a piece of the action. I do think that it's going to have to come down here sometime. I do think. I really do think they want to scoop up a lot of buy side liquidity up here and kind of shove it back down here to the buyer. Even these buyers, like these buyers don't want to just sit here and just dredge it up all day, right? They want to get it at decent pricing. So I'm assuming that they're going to want to bring it back down to where they feel comfortable buying again, past 400, especially as we get to these sellers. So that's just a theory. None of this is recommendations, but in theory, this is what I think. Although, I mean, you see how this is getting scooped up right now. It's pretty wild. But I don't know. I think we'll see. I'll hold on to this short. I'm only short 2. Still need to get to 424.50 for me to even to get to that. For me to get the 15-minute fill. So 15-minute fill still needs to get up there anyways. So I'm not going to be too worried about it. We have a big seller at 430. I might actually join the 430 seller. I'll join the 430 seller. If we do a quick, I'm going to front run him actually. Go 428.75. Did we get that 424 almost? Yeah, there it is. That would have been the fill on the 15-minute right there. So 15 minutes done. Don't have to worry about the 15-minute anymore. So I can start to loosen up a little bit on the brackets. Volume's decreasing on the buy side, unless this bar does something fanatic. And I'm just missing fills today. What's going on? Is that 3/4 of a point? 3/4 of a point off. Come on, get up there. Feel me. I want to be getting long. I don't like playing the short side all day on a strong bull. It's horrible. I just want to get long here. I want to get long here. This is a maybe too, right? Dipping into this level. This is like another buyer. Let's see here. pop it back over here to this one. Let's get on the 2-minute here. So I know a bunch of purple squares everywhere, I know, but these are all buyers. Look, I have this marked as a seller. 450, massive sellers up here. Honestly, there's sellers all the way up. 450, big selling. So missed my fill again. Yeah, by a tick. So that's a little bit disappointing again. But you also have now you have another buyer here, chewing it up. A little block here. So buyers are continuing to accumulate here. '50s is where it could get really gnarly. '50s is where it can get really gnarly. '52. So I'll probably hold on my short. If we get up there, I'm going to go 1 because I'm expecting the 30s to have a little bit of resistance here. But if we start running and getting up to the 50s, which we could, 50s is where I'm going to be looking to actually get it. Another fib, 448.75. Yep. It's good. Perfect. What is the fib though? What is it? It's is it the whatever it is, 686 or whatever, 683, 50? Is it a hunt? You know what I mean? What's the deviation for that? Took one at 30. I don't want to be holding this thing as it's ripping all day. Definitely not. Definitely not. But I know we're gonna have some resistance at 50. So I'll look to get in here at 50 for sure. This is something that I'm looking at right now and thinking, why am I mostly short side? I'm mostly short side because the data is coming from the left, but I would love to be in the side of buying mostly in this market. Yeah, volume's decreasing on the buy side, so I can't really get into here, even with a 2-bar, although the 2-bar would have worked. Expecting a little bit of exhaustion up here somewhere. I'll be a seller at 50. I'll sell 3. So even if we get up there, I might be down like 100, but I do think we retrace off that 50 level. I'm really expecting an iceberg somewhere around here. 382. Okay, 382. Got you. It's good to know. So let's see here. I'm in for 2, 30 points. Oh, I'm in for 3. I should have only been in for 2. I don't know why I'm in for 3. Did I sell 2 at 30? I don't think I sold 2 at 30, did I? Oh, my average would have been better. I'm like, why am I down almost 100 on 2 micros and it's only moving 10 points away right now? 3 is a difference. So, we'll see. Getting a little extension up here. I don't want this to be a $200 loss, especially with a good track I've had this morning. But it is what it is. We're ripping before news. Just straight up screaming. Anticipation of the FOMC. I don't know. I don't trust this buyer. This buyer I like better. And this buyer I like a lot. And then all of this is just untapped buying. That was crazy. Look at this. Just perfect, crazy untapped buying. I wonder how big this move is, actually. It's a 1-to-1 with this. Let's see. So we're nearing the top of that if they're going to go 1 leg up at 439. So unless we get new crazy buying interest like this, This is a little bit here, but not crazy. But until we get new, because even if I was to measure this, this still is only still hitting us right at the 450, 449 level. All right, this is gonna be a little. I know this is gonna seem a little wild. I might catch 5 here. Expecting a pop and drop at 50. Or 5 more. So I'll be in for 8 total, but I'm expecting to cover a touch for like 10 points. We'll see. I would love to see it just extend all the way off and pull an exhaustion move. Not a recommendation, by the way. None of these trades are recommendations. I would love it. Just exhaust. Just come all the way up here. Squeeze dumpster. That's what I want to see. Buying, I can't really get in here too much. Let's see. Is it going to happen here? I feel a little FOMO on my fingertips right now. I got my finger on the market sell over here, just wanting to sell over here. So I think this is getting it's getting ready to tap this 450 level. So let's see. All right, I'm averaging 1 there. 1. Want to see us really push here, get this exhausted. Really want to see us get the fills here. Don't want to miss this move. Why are we stalling right here? There we go. Come on. One more. One more push. Don't slip yet. Come on, buyers. Can't be getting 1 ticked all day. All right. Pop and drop. Pop and drop, baby. Come on. Take 1. All right, so I'm going to be a little bit heavy here, but I think it's still manageable. I'm expecting to risk around $300. We're going to see what's going to happen. By the way, the top step. Yeah, no buying yet. I mean, no buys or sells yet. It's just screaming to the upside. All right, let's see if I can get a little blow off here. A little pop and drop. 2238. Really hope I can get in here. I don't want to keep averaging down here and then pop above. I really want to stick to these guns, but I did add a couple more. So now if this thing gets above 460, I'm probably just going to have to kill it. Because there should be a decent amount of sell interest at these 450s. Oh, come on. This is crazy. What do I have to do here? This is just horribly. I can't believe we're just dancing around this area. Want to see us run right into it and have this exhausted move here. There's a lot of sell side here, the 50s. Oh man. Did my computer freeze? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, my top step's working. My nitro's not. Okay. Alright, here we go. Might get some here. Oh. Come on. Crazy. Crazy. Come on. There's one. Alright, I'm in for 6. Is that another? I should have got filled for another there. Didn't get filled. I don't know why I'm not getting filled on that one. Hopefully there's no more rhythmic things happening here. So I'm in for 6. I know this is slowing down pretty heavy here, but I really do think we're going to find these sellers, sell side liquidity at 50s. I would be surprised before the meeting jumping above. Even still, I feel like this short's going to be, I feel like we got to cool off here. I mean, we don't have to do anything, but let's see. Where's our next buying at? Let me peg out a little bit here. I'm going to have to go to work here pretty soon. So there's the buyer there. I don't really see much. There is increased here. That's decent. We could call this another buyer, but that's kind of enveloped in the next one. And then there's that big block. What's up, TradeZine? How are you, bro? Currently trying to short a bull market. We're going to find out. All right. So I'm going to cover a couple here. Covering just a couple there. And I'm going to take one more there. And one more there. Okay. Now I'm going to hold on to the rest of these. So that wasn't too crazy. I just wanted to get a little bit better pricing off that pump. Because if we come back up here again, I'm selling again. There's a buyer at 420. Oh, no, there's not. Scratch that. There was a buyer here at the bottom of this block here, 429. Which he's still in play, obviously, right? Bouncing. But I know that there's sellers here that are bigger than this buyer. And this buyer. And this buyer. I don't know about these buyers. But definitely the seller here is much stronger than these buyers accumulatively. Not a trading recommendation, by the way. Trading your own risk. I'm going to take one more there. Holding on to one more. Let's see a flush. Flush. Give it up. I don't even believe in this dude here. This dude is sus. But 413 would be this guy here. I want to say 391 is like the actual bid here. Might even add another one down to 391. I gotta scroll way down. Holy smokes. 902. That was a new hour bar too, so that'll be interesting. 391. I'm gonna buy another one down here. That way I'll sell this last one if it comes down here and look to scoop up some. So we'll see. Come on. Got a little taste of those sellers up there. So now we got a strong seller in the game now. So we have our second player. We've been dealing one-sided this whole time. Like little sells, nothing really heavy. This was a tiny bit. Nothing real heavy here. So this is an actual sell side if this candle sticks in 2 minutes. So what do we got? 55 seconds left. If you guys are new to the stream, welcome. Thank you guys for liking the video. Appreciate you guys. Streaming Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 9:30 Pacific. We are here, baby. Trading price action. I'm trading 2 different strategies simultaneously. 2 different prop firms. It's hard enough to trade one strategy. 2 different prop firms. Trade 2 differents. A little tougher. So, caught him at 450. I didn't get all my fills. That's why I was kind of starting to itch into here because I was like, I really wanted to get up there. I knew there was a seller here at 450. At 420 was the iceberg theory. Same thing with 430. That was the iceberg theory. There wasn't actually real sellers. It was just in case they iceberged. So I paid a little bit on the insurance for that, but I've covered most of those already. So you have a buyer here. I still don't think this buyer is the dude. I think this buyer is the guy down here at 390. And then you have your strong seller now. So we'll see. If this goes above this, then it's going to be interesting. But See what happens. All right. Almost cleared out all these sellers. Yep, those guys are gone pretty much. Let's see what happens here. 1 minute left. Pop over to our... Oh, I've been showing the fast track the whole time? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Here. Give you a little peek here. So I got a bunch of buys here, a bunch of buys here. I've been pointing over here this whole time. Up 70 on this last one. Just holding one. Going to be a buyer here at the 90s. And we finally have a sell side player in the range, so this strategy can start to shine a little bit. A little bit. All right, so I'm not worried about this buyer, though there is a buyer here. I'm not worried about him. I think the real buyer is here. I want to see this come down. I'm going to close that last one off. I'm going to be a buyer here if we tap down. Otherwise, I'm going to look to sell more up here. 426. Not bad. We caught it. I could have got a little bit better. I mean, really, I wanted these 50s to fill. How many orders I have at 50s? It just nudged up there. Had so many orders of those 50s. All right, almost this whole buyer over here is almost taken out. There's still a little bit of this buyer left at 402. I'm looking at that from this perspective here. So we were like this. And since that candle just ate up into him, he's still present here. He's not invalid until we close below this. And then we tap into these buyers. And this is where I want to be a buyer at down here. I want to be a buy down here. I want to be a seller right here. So now we have this block involved here. Yep. Let's say this. You could say this, but really I think it's this right here, 427. And then I play between these two players. So. All right, let's get back over to the fast track chart. That wasn't bad overall. 85 trades on the day. All right, I'm gonna take one here. I do want to be a seller here at 426. Let me see if I get a little bit better pricing here at 426. 426. 427. Now let's do 420. Let's do 426. Take two there. I think our current players right now. I think on a light side. It's this dude here, but really I think it's got to come down one more, and maybe even down here. I'd be interested in buying here. So try to get above there. Couldn't get above there. So I'm taking one at about halfway, which is roughly. Maybe I got a little greedy there. I got a little greedy, but it's all right. I still think it's going to come down here, but we could double candle up, reverse, and come back up to test highs again. That's very possible. But we have to get through this seller here. Maybe got a little greedy there. I didn't put a limit order out, so let's see here. Let's measure this. Oh yeah, because that player is still intact, so maybe I should have actually taken that one. I was thinking between these two spaces. I wasn't thinking between these two spaces here. I definitely should have took one off somewhere around there. Let's see. Where's the halfway point? Yeah, we're below it, so I'll close that one. Small gain. It's like almost 10 points. I don't think this buyer holds. I really don't. Maybe because we're in a strong uptrend, but I don't know if we test these 50s again, to be honest with you. We'll find out. None of this is trading recommendation. Trading your own risk. I'm not a financial advisor. I got my 2 sells here at 426 for this sell side player up here. So even if we wick up here, I might even take another one at like 35 or something. Let's see here. I'll be a seller again at 35 as well. Oh. Don't do this to me. Give me a fill here. What do I got to do? I'm being stingy. Put it back to 426. Being stingy today. Get about it. All right, as much as I want to be a buyer down here at the 410s and ride this up, I actually do have to get ready for work. I haven't looked at the fast track in a while. Do we have any strats on the fast track? Nothing. Nothing. A little bit of a, I wouldn't consider that a bear trap, but craziness. So we're up on both accounts, which is nice. Not too crazy on the fast track. We did catch that 15-minute. I tried to take a 3-bar. That wasn't a true 3-bar. That cut into my profits about $40. So should be up 100 points on the day. That was a little disappointing. But besides that, yeah, here we are. All right, let's see here. Almost got the fill there. It was a little bit again disappointing because I would have played between the 50. I wouldn't have got the 50 fill. So, alrighty, I'm gonna flatten my orders here. I am going to have to go to work. Hopefully January. January's the hopeful date here. If I can get full time by January, at least want to stay until. Yeah, Samu, no problem, dude. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you coming by. We actually, let's see what we grossed today. Let's see here. I'm going to put this on Top Step just in case. All right, let's see. Exit this real quick. What is up here? Oh, interesting. Oh. All right, give me a second here. Working on getting this correct. Here we go. All right. So where is my? There we go. Let's exit out of that. I'm gonna have to. How am I gonna do this? Let's see here. Hopefully this doesn't pop up. There we go. Oh, I put the chat on there? Yeah, right. Cut that chat. Chat wishes. All right. Let's see. There we go. This is what I want to do. Except I'm sharing the screen with the other one. That's the tricky part. Okay. Let me see here. Where is my Rithmic? Here we go. There we go. That's what I want to do. So I can give you guys the totals for the day. As you can see, what we're up on the Top Step account, which is fine. Nothing too crazy. I'm cool with a couple hundred a day. That's fine with me for right now. Until I get this account really. I need like 3, 4, 5,000 in the account before I can start doubling, triple, even doubling. Going from 1 to 2 is massive. But let's see here. Let's see what the fast track total was on my scalping strat. Almost there. All right, there we go. So we profited 280 on the day. 280 on the day with the Fast Track account, just trading micros. So, not bad. I'm happy with that. Especially for the first time trading that. So 280 on the day on that, 172 on the Top Step Express. And yeah, a lot of players here in the market still. Just as a little bit of a recap, I'm expecting this buyer to break as he's breaking. I'm expecting real buying to step back in, especially here. Especially here at the 71. I think this is where you're going to find one of your biggest buyers. But I do think in the temporary range, buyers are going to pop in here. But you had a massive, humongous, ginormous seller up here on a daily chart right up here. So we're running back into him, and market wasn't ready. So yeah, let me see. See, this is one of those things where you have support and resistance, right? Like support, like, oh yeah, like here's my resistance, and then the next resistance is up here, you know. But reality is finding out where sell side liquidity is based on the 2-minute. I think I base this either on a 5-minute or a 10-minute or a daily. Yeah, here I know that their sellers are going to start stepping in again here. So it's different than just support and resistance. It's finding buy side, sell side liquidity. We found sell side liquidity. Here it is. And then here, tapped back into these buyers. You're going to find buyers here. You see what I'm saying? It's different. Like you wouldn't consider this a resistance. You know, you consider this a support. You consider this a resistance. But here, you wouldn't consider your resistance till down here. You're just to draw support and resistance. You wouldn't really know that there's buyers right here unless you were paying attention to the price action. And since I know there's buyers right here, I would have been a buyer here, covered, and played up to this player again. So, nonetheless, thank you guys for joining the stream. We're going to get some recap videos going here pretty soon. Still wrestling my editor, trying to get her to come in. And we can actually get some videos. I'm going to have 2 different channels. So this is going to be the Cafe Trader Live. I'm going to have another one that's just the Cafe Trader. So this is going to be the live stream channel. I'm going to have that one. And on that one, you're going to have a segment called Tea Time. That's where we're going to go over the end of the day trades. We're going to talk about weekly strategies. We're going to have tea time on the weekends. I might do a live stream that's not recorded. So that way we can kick on some different stuff, different things. I might even be able to bring people on the stream that's not recorded. Yeah, so different ideas like that. Look at that. We bounce right off the tick of this, right? Isn't that something? Just knowing price action. It's crazy. Send the link. I'm getting it going, Samu. So when I get the link, I'll make sure to have it posted in the bio and everything like that. So it's coming soon, very soon. All right, guys, signing off. Take care. Till next time. Peace.